They laughed when she raised her glass. Everyone thought it was just another joke, her usual sharp sarcasm. But I caught the way her eyes softened as they settled on him. "This," she said, clinking her glass toward Michael, "is the man I wish I had married. He'll be the only true father of my son." Not a single head turned to me. Not one glance. It was as if I didn't exist at all. I stood frozen, half hidden behind the pastel balloons and streamers she'd insisted on, every cheerful decoration a cruel contrast to the cold knot tightening in my chest. My hands clenched so tightly that the veins stood out like taut wires beneath my skin. Without a word, I slipped out quietly. No one noticed, not even her. That was the last time I was invisible. We met when we were 22, college sweethearts. She was loud, magnetic, the kind of person who filled every room with sound and light. I was quieter, calculating, but she called me her anchor. We talked endlessly about building a future. She dreamed of a house near the ocean. I wanted a family. Funny how in the end, she took the ocean and I kept the house. But that story comes later. At first, Michael was just a name, her best friend from high school, she said. He was always around, smiling too wide, staying too late. She insisted it was all innocent. I believed her, because that's what love is, right? Trust without proof, until trust becomes a noose tightening around your throat. It started with her phone. Not snooping, just a quiet, gnawing instinct. She laughed too hard at his texts, left the room when he called. Then one night, I picked up her phone to check the time, and saw it. "He doesn't get me like you do. You'll always be the one. I wish this baby was yours." My world didn't crash. It tilted, slow and subtle, like the twisting of a blade between ribs. I didn't confront her then. Pain screams. Revenge whispers. I began keeping records, every message, every call. I hid a burner phone in my sock drawer, silently backing up her cloud data. I hired a private investigator, an ex-cop with a reputation for discretion, to follow Michael. GPS tracker on his car, tapped phone lines. Within a week, I had photos, hotel rooms, late-night meetings. Within 2 receipts. She thought I was oblivious. I let her believe that was my power. While she planned a nursery, I planned her collapse. I moved our savings into an account she couldn't touch. Rewrote the will. Rerouted the mortgage into a trust. She signed the papers, thinking it was just refinancing. She never read the fine print. She never did. The baby wasn't mine. I confirmed it with a DNA test, done quietly at a clinic she'd never suspect I visited. Not that she cared. She had Michael, or so she thought. At the baby's shower, she made her little toast, drunk on fake love and cheap champagne. Michael smiled like a fool, unaware he was standing in a trap. I walked out that night, but I didn't disappear. While they celebrated their stolen moment, I set the final stage. 2 days later, the fallout came. First, Michael lost his job. An anonymous package to his board filled with photos of him in hotels. Proof of an affair with a married client's wife. I knew the company's conservative, zero-tolerance policy. By lunchtime, he was escorted out by security. Then it was her turn. I waited until she was alone in the quiet house. She sat on the nursery floor, folding tiny baby clothes. I dropped a thick folder in front of her, every message, every photo, the paternity test. She looked up at me like I was a stranger. "No," she whispered. "You can't. I already did." I told her about the trust, the money, the will. "You'll get nothing," I said, "except your son, your true family." She screamed, begged, promised it was a mistake. That Michael meant nothing, that I was overreacting. I didn't flinch. She tried to lawyer up, but found out I'd already filed, evidence in hand, that in our state, infidelity strips her of spousal support. I had everything documented, ironclad. The final blow came when I sent the footage to her parents, conservative, old-school folks who worshiped me. Her mother cried. Her father told her never to come home again, declared her dead to him. Michael, after losing his job, tried to sue me for defamation. I welcomed it. Court discovery opened his finances, revealing he was already married, with a pregnant wife across town. She left him the moment she saw the evidence. Now he's jobless, homeless, alone. The baby, not mine, not my burden. I walked away clean. No alimony. No child support. Just peace. I live by the ocean now. Funny, isn't it? That dream house she always wanted. I kept it. Renovated. Stripped clean of every memory of her. She tried to come by once. Desperate, broken, dragging guilt like a suitcase. I didn't open the door. I just watched her from the second-story window. She stood there for a long time, then walked away. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. They're wrong. Revenge is best served quiet, with a steady hand and no witnesses.